Have you ever noticed that some books feel like they were written specifically for you? Not because of your age or your job, but because of the way your mind works. And strangely enough, people have been connecting personality types to stories for centuries. So today, I'm going to tell you which legendary author matches your zodiac sign. And the scary part is, some of these are disturbingly accurate. If you're a Scorpio, you're impossible to figure out. People know you, but they never really know you. You're fascinated by secrets, obsession, and what people hide beneath the surface. Your author is Edith Wharton, because she understood that the most dangerous battles happen behind perfect smiles. If you're a Gemini, your brain has 17 tabs open and 12 of them are arguing. You need intelligence, humor, chaos, and conversations that move faster than your attention span. Your author is Oscar Wilde, a man so witty he could probably win an argument before it even started. If you're a Capricorn, you're ambitious enough to turn stress into a hobby. You work, you plan, you sacrifice, and then somehow convince yourself you're not doing enough. Your author is John Steinbeck, because nobody understood struggle, responsibility, and quiet endurance better. If you're a Leo, life isn't a movie, it's a stage, and somehow you're always the main character. You need drama, style, and beauty. Your author is Donna Tartt. Every page feels expensive, every problem feels cinematic, and every crisis somehow has incredible lighting. If you're a Pisces, you live in reality and imagination at the same time. You're the dreamer of the zodiac, the person most likely to get lost in a story and forget what time it is. Your author is Herman Melville, because only a Pisces would spend hundreds of pages chasing a giant whale and somehow turn it into a philosophical masterpiece. If you're a Virgo, you secretly believe life would work perfectly if everyone else stopped doing everything wrong. You crave order, logic, and control, which is exactly why the universe assigned you Franz Kafka, an author whose entire career can be summarized as, "I made a plan, and reality laughed." If you're a Libra, you see every side of every argument, which sounds helpful until you're choosing what to eat. You need elegance, romance, and social strategy. Your author is Jane Austen, because nobody has ever exposed human behavior more politely. Her characters smile at each other while silently destroying lives. If you're an Aries, you're fueled by action. You jump first and think later. You love challenges, rebellion, and proving people wrong. That's why your author is Albert Camus. His characters stare directly into a meaningless universe and somehow turn it into a competition. Very bold, very stubborn, I know this is a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. If you're an Aquarius, your brain is permanently living 10 years in the future. You question everything, especially the things everyone else accepts. Your author is Ursula K. Le Guin. She didn't just write stories, she built entire worlds to ask one terrifying question: what if society is wrong? If you're a Cancer, emotions are your superpower, and, unfortunately, also your weakness. You remember things nobody else remembers: a random song, a childhood smell, a sentence someone said 10 years ago. Your author is Toni Morrison, because nobody turns memories into emotional earthquakes, quite like she does. If you're a Taurus, beauty isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. You notice details other people miss: the smell of a book, the texture of a room, the feeling of a perfect afternoon. Your author is Virginia Woolf. Every sentence feels like a painting. Nothing explodes, yet somehow everything changes. And finally, Sagittarius. Freedom is your religion, adventure is your oxygen, and commitment sounds suspiciously like a trap. Your author is Jack Kerouac, the king of restless souls, and the patron saint of "I'll figure it out when I get there." Now here's the interesting part. Psychologists call this the Barnum Effect. The reason personality descriptions feel so accurate is because our brains naturally search for ourselves inside stories. We don't just read books, we read identities, which means your favorite author might reveal less about the writer and more about you. So tell me your zodiac sign in the comments, and more importantly, Did your author feel surprisingly accurate or completely wrong?